Okay, so welcome. My name is Irek. We're gonna be talking about how to use some SEO techniques to position your website organically. These are long-term strategies, mostly unpaid ones, based on the quality of content and the quality of interaction with potential customers, the visitors of your website. And this event is hosted here at campus. Join the community. You're welcome and you need to register. Who am I? I'm a digital project manager and I've worked in civil engineering industry mostly. Project management frameworks like Prince2. For last 1.5 years, very involved in the startup community and content marketing, growth hacking, and also I'm a fan of Argentine tango, that's my passion. I run a blog called Zdrowy Dom. I stopped it, but it was positioned also using the authority SEO techniques. It's still quite strong in the rankings. I'm not doing anything for 7 months. It's still strong. After today, you'll be able to do this with your website, e-commerce, other sites you have. All right, so what am I going to cover? First, I'm going to say what is SEO, the basics, and then what is organic SEO. So just for you to understand what it is, why is it called organic? Basic pillars of SEO, the most important factors that SEO relies upon. How search engine rank pages. So what are the algorithms? What are the factors related to authority? Okay. Then I will show you paid versus free SEO techniques, mostly for more traffic. I will tell you what is a profitable keyword. You have the e-commerce, you have some blogs, maybe some expert authority website, or just regular sites that don't get much traffic today. The goal here, and I'll be talking about how to monetize your website, because you may always write about your passion, about your niche, something you're interested in, but maybe your goal is not to sell anything to your visitors. You may use these techniques, but they are time demanding. Time is money. You'd want probably to get money from it. I will mostly focus on commercial side of this SEO strategy, okay? At the end, there's the second part, which is practical examples of how to conduct this keyword research, how to determine the list of profitable keywords you want content around. There's a list of the tools. Okay, what is an authority website? What it is? So it's a site focused on a very specific topic. Probably you're an expert, or you've got a niche blog, or maybe an e-commerce with very specific products. On some other kind of solutions, well, you sell services. You want to interact with people, you want them to come to your website for a specific reason, because they are interested in this topic, in this niche. And authority relies on the quality of the content and the quality of the user experience, which means that the content answers the question, pain point with which visitors come to your website. So you give solutions, you interact with these people quite intensively, providing them more information, engaging them, getting to know yourself, your business, building long-lasting relationship, and then at the end, hopefully monetizing, selling them a product or service or something else. And how do you build one? That's it. It's user engagement, so you need to interact with them, answer the questions they have. Also, the quality of the content means that you want to answer their question, their pain point quite well, so they won't move on to another website, okay? Because internet is like a shopping mall. There's so many commerce out there, and you can move on from one to another. If someone is not satisfied immediately with what they see, what they get, they move on, and you just lose possibility of interacting deeper and keeping these people, okay? Also, people like interacting with people, known brands that represent values, and people want to know you. They won't buy or won't come again if they don't trust you, they don't like you. There's a scheme of know me, like me, trust me, pay me. 4 steps of interaction. You can't just step over to the 4th one and just sell to someone who comes to your website just for a few seconds. So that's what's the authority site about. What is SEO? It's just the basics if you don't know anything about it. So it's just search engine optimization. It is a process of optimizing the content on the website, structure of search engines. Because search engines they use some algorithms to rank the most relevant content higher, okay? Because, for example, Google, which represents like 95% of all the web searches, so we're gonna also obviously focus on Google algorithms today. So Google wants to provide people with the right answer, what they're really searching for. The sites that rank number 1, number 2, 3, just give good answers, good solutions to the problems, okay? So there are 3 pillars of SEO. SEO rests upon authority, relevance, and technology, okay? What is this authority? Links, citations, some signals that your site is trusted. It may be social media signals, the social media interactions with your pages. These just grab up your site and move it to the top. Okay, so the second thing is relevance, what I told you before, that people want to get the right answer. How is it made possible by the search engine? By crawling the content and ranking the content. So there are some algorithms which say which content is more relevant, okay? There are some title tags, meta descriptions, things like that, okay? And the real deep technology like the HTML code structure and everything. We're not gonna focus on the last one. Today, we're gonna talk about authority and keywords and also organic SEO. Okay, so what is this organic SEO? Organic SEO methods are the methods which use the knowledge about the algorithms the search engines are using to rank the pages higher. So if you know that some factor is important for the search engine, it gives you some points which leverage your site up, and you go up in the search results. By using organic methods, you try to give the search engine what it wants, okay? And there are some black hat methods, and this is old SEO. What you need to know is that this algorithm of search engines changes constantly. For example, Google is updating it all the time, every, I think, 6 months, something like that. If Google as a company sees that their algorithm lifts up pages that are irrelevant, that are fake, that just want to sell you something, give a lot of information, but it makes no sense, then it tries to adjust the algorithms to make the opposite, okay? That's why it is organic, because search engine is somehow like a free market. So there is the demand and supply and demand, okay? And they meet together at the right point, okay? So that's how it works. So black hat methods were things like keyword stuffing. You had a website with a lot of keywords in the footer, for example, and some stupid content which made no sense at all. The white hat methods are things like backlinking, content optimization for specific keywords. We're gonna talk about that later. So forget it. The black hat is not working anymore. You may be penalized by Google. So forget it. I'm not gonna cover it at all. All right, so how does the search engine know what you are providing? Basically, and from the technical point of view, there are some web crawlers which are scripts like robots, like bots, like sentinels in Matrix, which scan the whole matrix to find something unusual. Here they are scanning to find what is good, okay, for the user, for the user experience. So basically that's how it works. These crawlers use an algorithm. All right, why do websites rank in search engines? And here you can see there are links to your website, the on-page SEO, domain name, social activity, and some other factors. I will give you some more metrics. Say that if you're losing it, don't worry. We're not gonna go so technical today because it's more about the overall strategy, okay? Let's get back. That's right. Okay, so what's authority? What it is? Why it is so important? Okay? So a few more metrics. These metrics, I like them. This is a company called Moz.com, has got the highest authority when speaking about SEO topic. They also make software for searching keywords and finding links. So they've done a survey, and this is the top 10. If you look at localized organic factor, what is localized organic factors? In looking for something in Poland, you go to google.pl and you write in Polish. It's more local. You may see that there is domain authority of the website, number 1, number 2, quality authority, what I told you about the quality of content, citations, quality authority again. We're not gonna trouble our heads today with this. I'm not gonna explain what is each factor because you may read about it in the internet. You get the source here. There are also some other factors which are connected and linked to the authority. So we'll be affecting this today, okay, with the techniques I'm gonna tell you about later. All right, there are some negative factors, just for you to know, negative on the left. All right, and top 10, so that's the resume of it all. Look at that. Authority, 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 okay? Not bad. So we're gonna cover this. SEO is huge. There's so many techniques and so many very technical aspects of SEO, but we're gonna cover these. What is website authority again? Yeah, you remember probably the Godfather who told that I grant you a favor, you become my friend, and then maybe one day I'm gonna use your service. That's not really authority, okay? We're talking about more of helping people to get the right answer, helping, assisting them, not being a tyrant or a criminal. All right, so what are the goals of SEO activities? There are two main factors, which is you want to get more traffic to your website, to attract more people visiting your website. Later, they will convert into long-term users or clients. That's why we're here for. So, how do you get traffic? Basically, if you search for something in the internet, you enter a keyword in a search engine, and then you get search results. 90% of people, they stop at the first page, so you may forget about the second page of Google. Of course, there are some topics which are very, 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 very specific, and if someone doesn't find the answer on the top of this page, probably they will look further. Here we are talking about really optimized content, really optimized topics where there is a market and a lot of competition. So you'd want to get to number 1, 2, 3 because they get like 80%. It's the Pareto principle. It's probably not exactly this, but it's something like 80-20 rule. Okay, so 80% of traffic come through the first 3 results. So your goal is to be here. Okay, higher ranking, more traffic, number 1, 2, 3, or at least the first page, okay? Good. So the second goal of SEO is the high conversions. And what is a conversion? This is very simplified because if we speak about conversions, we think about funnels and also sales funnels. There are visitors who come on the top of the funnel, and at the bottom you get the customers, paying customers, okay? So that's a funnel. What happens in a search engine is that there are visitors, some needs or some wants. Then people search for a topic, they discover something, and then they engage. They enter your website, your e-commerce, and then content marketing techniques that help them convert into paying customers. But that's not our subject today. So that's the conversion, in case you didn't know what it is. All right, so first factor I told you, traffic. There are many traffic generating strategies, and not only SEO, not only online strategies, okay? So here's a resume. Among them, you've got the free organic positioning, authority blog, and also the paid positioning, okay? You may pay to get to the top of the results with AdWords. By the minute you stop paying, you still keep some of this traffic you got by paying, but you will drop down if your content is still irrelevant, if it doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to talk about AdWords, okay, because I'm going to talk about this free organic positioning. It's not really free. It means you don't pay for ranking the keyword or your page higher. It still demands a lot of time, a lot of engagement, and time is money. You need to prepare some good content. Generating quality content means you need to have a professional copywriter, a marketing people. You don't pay for being ranked higher, okay? All right, so what else? Exactly, organic. Why it is so good? That's a reminder. Again, quality of content and quality of the user experience. That's what we are talking about, because we want to build long-term lasting relationships, okay? To provide a high quality content, to build a tribe. So today, you need to build engagement to stay on the market in a few years, because the competition is huge, okay? Good, and that's also a reminder. How do you build this content. You need keywords, and keywords are the foundation of your SEO. This is the most important factor you care about. Apart the technical stuff like the site structure, some HTML code which is optimized and so on. Again, good problem solving. We're gonna leave the technology, ultra specific stuff apart. All right, so what makes a good keyword? You can rank for it. What it means? It means that there's a lot of competition. If you enter, you're looking for a pet hairdresser, for example, for your dog, okay? A hairdresser for your dog in Warsaw. So probably there are a lot of people who offer this service. There's always competition, okay? You need to check if you can compete for this keyword with your competition, if it's not too strong. Because if it's too strong and you're just starting, you've got a small website with some low metrics, we're gonna talk about that in a second, then forget it. It's not for you. You need to start differently. Anyway, you want to bring the traffic. There are a lot of keywords which have low competition, but there's no money in it. They're not monetizable. You want keywords where there is market because you want to sell something at the end. So this keyword should attract the visitors to your website, and you should provide the best solution for their question they have in their head, the solution they are looking for. Maybe they don't know the solution, they are looking for something. They want to solve some pain points. So you need to offer good content. Okay, so what are the basic keyword metrics? You may use Google AdWords Keyword Planner to check some of the basic metrics. This is a free tool. There's a hyperlink here. There is something like average monthly searches, okay? So when I told you that there may be no competition and no market, so there may be 10 people looking for something, 10 people a month. Will you monetize them? I don't know. Maybe. It depends. If you want to sell something which is worth $2,000, 10 people, you probably can reach all of them because you make a phone call or even meet with them. So 2,000 multiplied by 10. Okay, that's nice, but that's really low. So it should be higher. Keyword competition. The second factor, it may be low, medium, or high. The suggested bid. What is a bid? It's, for example, this keyword in AdWords. If you would like to buy an AdWords campaign, you should pay, for example, like $8 for this keyword. Okay, $8 a click. Is it bad? Is it good? It depends. If you have something to sell, I mean, you need to calculate the customer lifetime value, because if you get $9 for these $8 invested overall, okay, so you won $1. Good. If a keyword is worth 10 cents, what it means? It means that probably there is no market there because nobody wants to pay for these. So it means people are not searching for these. People are not buying, okay? It shouldn't be too low. Never. That's bad. It means there's no market. Okay, and there's a keyword trend. I will show you in a second. Okay, so that's what you get from Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Sorry. And you've got these metrics here: average monthly searches, high competition, a suggested bid, and also what is important, the trend. Here is slightly growing, not bad. If something is steady or is going lower and lower and lower, probably it's not a good market for a longer term, okay? All right, again, should I go for the high traffic keywords or the low traffic keywords with less competition, or both, or what should I do? Okay, here's something called the long tail. You've got the head, okay? Here's an example of a keyword. For example, the head is a very generalistic keyword, like the shoes. But what shoes? Men's shoes, women's shoes? We don't know. Of course, there will be a lot of traffic. Because what Google does, if you enter shoes, it will show you pages with men's shoes, women's shoes, shoes for children, other shoes, shoes for people who go hiking, go in the mountains. So there's a lot of search volume and a lot of competition and a lot of very different content, probably very relevant. People want to get more specific and probably enter men's shoes to get better results, okay? And at the end, please consider the internet, think of it as a very, very, very large market. And what's specific about the internet is that there are no transport fees, very low service fees, okay? So you may get really, really very, very specific products answering a very, very, very specific demand, and this will be the long tail. And here, it's something very specific. There's low competition, and probably you can compete here, okay? That's why last few years we're talking a lot about niche sites, niche e-commerce stores. What is a niche? This would be, for example, there's a startup here, Yesterson, which started an e-commerce, which sells some old school furniture, okay? And people are paying a lot for this furniture. It's stylish. Someone wants to have a restaurant in this old school style, like 60s, 70s, and it works quite well. So it's a niche, and there are some long tail keywords because it's not a sofa, for example. You're not searching for a sofa. You're searching for a sofa from mid-60s, whatever goes next. All right. So what is a profitable keyword? There are some metrics. Some rules of thumb. You should look for 500 or more searches per month if you're targeting the United States market, for example. In Poland, it will be different. You may be satisfied with 100 searches. This will be a long-tail keyword. It's a different market. Sometimes you may even be satisfied with 60, 80 searches, okay? The trend is rather going upwards. It's not stagnating, it's not dying. Also, a profitable keyword is something specific. It's, for example, 3 words or more words. Because what Google does, when you enter men's leather shoes, it also ranks higher. What is more relevant? So it will rank higher, maybe a weaker page in terms of authority, of links, of social media interaction, but more relevant. So if this page has got in the title men's leather shoes, it will be higher than something a very generalistic shop, which is optimized for the keyword shoes only, okay? And search engines are like a market, a virtual market. We're gonna see that in a second. All right, so how do I find the right keywords? You analyze the market, the search engine, right? And you analyze your direct competition because you want to know if you can compete with them, if it's possible. So also remember, no competition, bad for the business. Probably there's no market. All right, so you may also test your business ideas with search engines somehow. Okay. Then you extract the keywords from your competitors. So you look, what are they writing about? What content are they using to engage with their visitors, their clients? And then you build something better to outcompete them for this given keyword. And that's the strategy. There are some other metrics. I told you about the search volume, the competition level, low, mid, high, the trend, and the bid. But there are also some other factors like the domain authority and the page authority and the number of backlinks. Okay, what are they? Domain authority is a score on a 100-point scale developed by Moz, which predicts how well a website will rank on search engines. But it doesn't mean that if you've got a lower DA, you cannot compete because there are other factors like page authority and what is very important, the backlinks. So backlink is when somebody wants to link to your website. What does it mean? That somebody finds that you're very well explaining the topic or very well satisfying a need, offering a very good product. What the backlink is a comment about you with the link to your website. Also, it may be, for example, a blogger who writes an article about the furniture from the 60s and he gives the link to this e-commerce, which answers the need. So these are backlinks. They are very powerful for ranking. Okay, how you get these metrics? There are some tools. I'm gonna show you only the free. Let's get technical. Let's go to the second part. There's a 4-step formula to find profitable keywords. The free method by using only Google. So you enter your keyword ideas in Google and watch the search results, and you focus on the metrics of these websites, okay? And for example, you use a very simple tool like Mozbar. Mozbar is this tool which shows you the page authority and the domain authority, also some social engagement on Facebook, on Google+, and it showed a lot more information, but now there's Moz Pro version because there were also some links. You may check them, but it's not on the front page, okay? So, you check these. You check also the volume and the trend in Google Keyword Planner, okay? Or you may use tool like Longtail Pro. So that's Mossbar. This is one page, okay? So the rest of it, it goes here, and that's the rest. Remember, forget about the second page. We don't want to check there. There's nothing interesting on the second page. We want to focus on the first page. All right. For example, we are looking for something very specific. It's a niche, a shampoo for dogs with hair loss. I guess you agree that it's very, very specific, maybe too specific. Okay? So what you check is here, number of the results, the overall results. The higher it is, the more people are looking for this term globally on the internet. Okay? And there are some pages. For example, here you've got an advert, so it's paid advert. What's this? That's not paid, but that's the rest of this, so it's paid. Okay? And then some natural positioning. And when you're starting, your domain authority is very low because you've got no content, you've just started. Your website doesn't have any trust, no backlinks, nothing, zero. You won't compete with somebody who's got domain authority in 96, 40, 43, but probably you may compete with someone who's got 14. So thinking process you should execute is find a list, the content ideas related to the market, to your website you want to run, and just put each keyword in the search engine and look at the first page of Google and look at the competition. If it's too high, forget it. Move on to the next keyword idea. And the keyword, it's like not like in a natural language. The keyword is this, all these words together, okay? So keywords are not words. It's like the long tail. There were 3 words in one keyword. All right, so you could compete here. Something strange happens. What's going on? I've entered shampoo for dogs with hair loss, and I've got here a page with a low domain authority. Here we could click link analysis and check how many backlinks there are, because maybe there are so many backlinks that this page is so relevant, so good source of information that it ranks higher than these 2, 3 at the bottom. So what you should do, you should click this and check what it is. Is it an e-commerce? Is it a blog? Maybe it's a Gov or Edu site or Wikipedia. Because Wikipedia, most of the time, Wikipedia ranks number 1, 2 for some very general subject, keywords, terms. Because what is Wikipedia? Wikipedia has got tons of references. People use it as a source of information. There are a lot of citations, a lot of backlinks. They get a lot of backlinks. So that's why it's so high in the search results. There was another site here, quite weak, this one with 18, 14. You should also go there, check what's the content, what it is about, why this one ranks higher than these, because there are more words from the keyword inside. That's one of the factors also, which means it's more relevant because more specific, and these are more general, strong, but more general, and this one is very specific. There is no website with shampoo for dogs with hair loss, the whole keyword, so maybe you could compete also. Okay, so that's a lot of work. You may use a tool like Longtail Pro. It's quite inexpensive, and it plugs into Google Keyword Planner and extracts the metrics from there. It shows you the first 1 to 10 pages, the first page of Google, and it gives you a lot of metrics. It gives you also something like the keyword competitiveness. It's not so exact because it's their metric, their algorithm behind it, but it explains that if there's something like 30 you could compete, 30 to 40 you could probably compete with these keywords. What it gives you also is here, right away, you get the number of internal links, the number of juice links, the backlinks, okay, external. For example, this is very important. This page has got a lot of links, but probably it's only about hair loss and dogs, and this is about the shampoo, and we are looking for a shampoo, okay, so it's more generalist. Never mind that it has more links, but not links to the topics about shampoos, all right? Let's move on. What you should do, you do brainstorming, okay? First you do the brainstorming about the top. So probably you want to make an e-commerce which specializes in shampoos for dogs, cats, and other pets. You'd find all the keyword ideas and put them in the Google search engine and note down which pages give you some opportunity to rank at the beginning just here, okay? At the beginning, you've got 0 domain authority, 0 links. You want to start and at least rank on the first page of Google. And we're talking about long-term strategy which will show some results in 3-6 months, and it will persist, okay? So you find the keywords for which you can compete with the competition. You should also note some observation in a spreadsheet. It would be nice to put all these ideas in a spreadsheet and then write what's the content about, because you click the website and you know if it's an e-commerce or a blog or something else. Some observation about this. Check if they are selling a product, okay? If they have some affiliate marketing offers on their website. This means that there is a market, so it's monetizable, all right? How to get more ideas for keywords. There are some websites like Answer the Public or Uber Suggest. This is Answer the Public. So you enter shampoo for dogs and you've got lots of ideas, and there's more on the page. And you enter all these if you really want to focus on shampoos for dogs, for cats and other pets. So a lot of work. You've got these. And the second thing, so you've got your competition. You've got URLs to the websites called the weak competition. You want to outcompete them, okay? So you go to a tool. This is a free tool, Keyword Density Analyzer. So you put this URL, the exact URL. What is a URL? A link to the site, but not to the main site, like, for example, wikipedia.org, but wikipedia.org/ the specific link to the specific page. It looks like this. There's the link I took from the previous example, all right? And you get something like this. Very complicated, but it's for free. Here are long-tail keywords, like three-word phrases. This page is optimized for these. So for each URL, you get some more ideas. You check them also if it makes sense, if it's about the topic, if it's relevant to the product you want to offer, if it makes sense. For each page, you've got 5-6 times more keywords. Or use a dedicated tool like one of these. You know this in a spreadsheet or on a piece of paper, whatever you want. But you need these, okay? So the type of page is important. If it's an e-commerce blog or EduGov. Why it's important? I will add some more information to this. If you want to run a blog, which will be monetized, and you want to write about the shampoos for pets, for example, in the search results, here or here, you will click and you will see that you'll get a lot of e-commerce websites. Forget about it. It's not good for running a blog because e-commerce sites always have more traffic. It means also that if there's a lot of e-commerce, for example, 8 positions out of 10 are e-commerce and only 2 are blogs, and probably strong blogs, it means that Google, for this search term, for this keyword, observed, or the algorithm observed, that e-commerce is more relevant to the topic, to the term, okay? So people are searching not to get more information, to engage in the content, but really to buy. They just want to buy something. They want to buy a pizza. They won't read about how to make a pizza, okay? So they've got pizza restaurants results from, for example, Warsaw or wherever you are. That's how Google works. It's more relevant. So you end up with a spreadsheet with 100, 200 blog ideas. You should have at least 20 to 30 pages with which you can compete at the beginning. So you should get a spreadsheet with 20, 30 multiplied by 5, 6 keyword ideas. Keywords upon which you will be able to build content marketing strategy and some content for your blog or for an e-commerce also. You will just optimize pages for these keywords. With this list of content ideas for the next few months, optimize your web pages strictly for this keyword term. Use the notes about the quality of the content of your competition to offer some better information, better product. Just answer the need better, okay? That's something else because this is content marketing. It is part of SEO. There are a lot of presentations on Google Campus about content marketing, how to answer these questions, how to optimize the content. You should never over-optimize your SEO. And that's it. That's the whole idea. Now you can start building content. At the end, I just put links to the tools, free, paid, and some great SEO resources that I consider really like the top. All right, so let's get in touch after the presentation. Here's the contact. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions. I'm going to give you the mic and we're gonna start the Q&A session in Polish.